Hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we have a review of the second season of Snowpiercer, the show which was based off the 2013 movie. If you happen to watch my previous Snowpiercer video, you know I wasn't a big fan of that show or that season. We'll find out in this review if I think it has improved. But before we get into it, let me know what you thought of Snowpiercer Season 2 down below and if you prefer it to the movie. But anyways, let's get into it. I only gave season 1 a 5 out of 10 at the time, back when I did just numbers, not, a whole percentage. I said that it did really feel quite contained, as it didn't feel like there was that many cars on this train track, as they didn't have the budget for it, and I guess they were just holding out for season 2 till they did that, and I can confirm they did. The budget was better here. Even the outside shots of the train looked a lot more realistic compared to what season 1 did, and also we do get to see a lot of the Snowpiercer itself. It was interesting to see these two trains connect and these two different settlements, I guess you could say, interacting, especially with what both had been through and how they'd been stuck on a train for 7 years. I do think this season does improve upon season 1, however I still do think there is a lot of room for improvement. They introduced some cool things where people actually left the trains and were on the outside world. It actually gave the best episode in the whole show, in my opinion, and it really does find its tone more than it had in the first season, but like I said, still not perfect. Bringing Sean Bean in was a good casting decision, as he did make for this villainous character like he always seems to be. But to continue with my review, we need to move on to the negatives. This season did improve massively over the first season, however something still felt a bit off. Had all these elements which felt really realistic and shocking, but for some reason I just couldn't really be engaged with this story as much. It didn't really have too much flavour to it, and that may be because we're 2 seasons in and I don't really care about any of the characters at all, and even with some other characters they still continue to have them in this show and focus on them more than they really should, because they're quite irrelevant and I don't think we benefit from seeing more of their story. I was really bored with a lot of this season, I'm not gonna lie. It does have really some good parts, but I feel like it doesn't live up to the potential it really should, and it really does drag a lot. I was fully engaged in the Snowpiercer movie, but just here there were so many times where I'd lose my concentration, as even though the concept is really interesting, just the way it's translated onto screen, it just wasn't that entertaining for me personally. As I said, overall Snowpiercer Season 2 does improve over Season 1. However, it isn't as entertaining as a lot of people find it. In my personal opinion, I don't enjoy it that much. I've seen people who really do love it though and really praise the concept and the message it sends. Yeah, it does, but as a TV show, just the stuff, it isn't made to be too interesting, especially with some really poor characters involved. For my rating overall for Season 2, it is a lot better than what I had for Season 1, but I'm only going to give it a 74%, which is not that great for a TV show, but certainly not the worst, and certainly a lot better than Season 1.